guys, the Maruti Suzuki Arena Mumbai Comic Con live stage just gets freakier and freakier. We have Sailesh Gopalan with us. Brown paper bag, if you guys haven't heard, which you should have. You just should there?
Yes, I'm just here. I've totally infiltrated this interview for no reason, only because I'm a fan of Brown Bag. So yeah. But I am a really big fan. If you haven't seen his stuff on Instagram or his webcomics, you must. It's really good.
Yo, I want to hype man like that, man. I thought you wanted my job.
Huh? No. I'm a fan. That's all I do. I'm just a fan. That's all I'm doing.
Thank you so much. Since you are here, tell us how you discovered his work.
Are you guys on the gram at all? Listen, the stuff is all over your Explore if you just care to open that tab. But it's there. What I love about your work is that it's very accessible, obviously, just because from the art style, it's like big characters. He's actually drawn me also in that. I'm gonna print that out. Yeah, it's great. I came here a few years ago. I was a big fan. But I wanted to ask you, just if I may, for a second.
Pay him, okay?
I want to ask you that most of your topicality in your stuff is about young people. It's about our generation. It's about millennials. Do you ever find like now that the world is becoming like really toxic and there's so much there's so much bad behavior online, how do you stop yourself from doing a rage comic where you're just like, the world sucks and you want to end it poorly, but you still want to inspire people? I suppose because I see that in your work.
Yeah, I just remember why I started the comic, and it was for a certain topic. It was to just show the common ironies in society and families, the fun, humorous parts of Indian society and just regular life. And I don't want to digress from that. I don't want to go away from that just to address current topics and things that are more relevant. I talk about things that are more personally relevant, and just things that people can look at and probably even snicker a little bit. That's enough for me.
I think, obviously it's laced with a ton of humor. We should check it out. He walks a really I think a good line between not being uber political, but at the same time kind of just addressing small discrepancies in society. So it's really solid.
I believe that your work is very commentative of the mundane, right? There's magical realism in the smallest things, which I think is so important for a storyteller today, because what we're ending up doing is reproducing what's already there, right? But as a storyteller, what would you say is the single most important inspiration that you seek? What can you not do your work without?
Interactions with people. I need to have interactions with anyone, with my family, with friends, with just random strangers on the streets. Otherwise, if I don't look at things happening, how am I supposed to represent them in comics? So something people keep asking me is, what's your inspiration? Where do you get your ideas from? It's from the world around me. It's from looking at everything that's happening around me and figuring out how a certain incident or a certain event that I've witnessed can be transformed into a cohesive story, which is in the form of a comic, so that people can enjoy it and see more than just the incident itself, but also the humor that's part of it.
So are you not an introvert actually then?
I'm very much an introvert.
So then how are you balancing that energy? It's I need to meet people.
I need to see
how messed up people are, but at the same time I want to stay at home.
See, I go out to buy groceries all the time. That's the limit of my involuntary interactions with people. Now and then.
There are apps for that also.
I keep away from those apps because otherwise I would never leave my home. But no, I mean, jokes aside, I do. So the thing is, I do have periods when I'm not meeting a lot of people, when I don't actually interact with a lot of people, and those end up becoming slumps even for my work. So I actively try to go out and meet people more, not too much. Not too much.
It's a fine balance.
If my friends see this, they'll be like, what is he saying?
This is a lie.
He's absolutely lying. But I do try.
It's okay, people lie in interviews all the time. What's your future plans? So I just want to know, because I know your work is it's reached a point where it's super, you're really consistent, you put it out and you have a huge fan base. Would you ever consider doing like how Marvel had a Max series, which is more adult themed kind of content, or is as you get older, don't you feel your own perspective is becoming you might outgrow your own work? So do you ever feel
absolutely. I do keep getting ideas on how I could branch out. Just within Brown Paper Bag right now, it follows a certain theme and it sticks to that theme as much as I try a lot to just make it stick to that theme. And I get some ideas that don't really fit into the theme, and I figure I could probably branch out into other segments and address those topics as well. But then again, I keep getting ideas for a lot of different kinds of things, so I can't infinitely branch out either. So I'm trying to plan a structure where I can bring a certain segment at a time.
Hire some staff and. But I just made the connection now that you keep going to buy groceries, and that's how you call brown paper bag. Oh my god. Boom.
Holy shit!
That's not
I
it, though.
literally just got that. It's
Nice.
very,
Not
very
it.
thick.
That's not it,
It's
but
not it,
why
but
not?
that
Actually,
was-
forget I said that. That is exactly
That's like
what
a
it is.
subreddit theory.
No,
Sorry.
man, but that was such a good question because you're right. Your work has to grow with you because it's a representation of what you
Absolutely.
observe, right?
Absolutely.
What are you looking forward to at Comic Con today apart from their gig, which I'm also very excited about?
Oh yes, absolutely. I'm always excited for Comic Con. It's such a pleasure to meet the other artists, the other guests, everyone around, even the visitors who come in. Just having conversations with them. Oh, like I said, again, tons of new ideas from just meeting people at
Oh my
Comic Con.
god. So
But
you're mining for content.
always, as much as I can. Yeah.
I love
But
it.
it's lovely.
Is there any piece of advice you'd want to give to people out there who probably want to get into a creative zone or be storytellers in any way? Something you wish you knew when you started out?
It's the same advice I give every single time I'm asked this, which is it's less about what you do and when you do it and how you do it or where you do it. It's more about whether you do it at all. People keep thinking about having to. People think I want to make a comic, I want to make this, I want to start a podcast, whatever. But they don't end up doing it. So unless you do it, you won't know whether you can do it or not. I started the comic on a whim. I wanted to do it for a total of a week, and now it's been 3.5 years.
Sick.
So
Awesome.
until you actually do it,
dog.
So the only way to do it is to do it.
is to do it. Yeah.
That's sick, man.
And you learn from your feedback, you learn from the response, you learn from actually doing it.
So today you're going to meet a lot of fans who probably have seen your work and they're going to come to you have a booth here, right?
Yes.
And you're going to be here all of tomorrow as well?
Yes.
Unbelievable. So get your brown paper bags and head over to his booth and
Absolutely.
see your gig.
Yeah, I'm just incidentally here. Don't worry.
Yeah, why are you even here, Tej?
No. See ya. I'm leaving.
Bye.
This is Sailesh, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's live it up.